Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B. My name is Callum, and today we're reacting to Samuel Colunga, a good friend of the channel, who's recently released an album called bOrN LoSeR. And I'm loving the album art at the moment. It looks like a sort of tribute to Post Malone kind of thing. You've got the tattoos, well, drawn on the face. Liking the artwork. Very cool artwork too. I want, whoever did your artwork, I want them doing my artwork for the next album. Please connect me with them, whoever that is. I like their artwork. Okay, it looks like all the songs in this album have like lowercase, uppercase letters, a bit like what Bring Me the Horizon I've been doing recently in their upcoming release. Samuel Colunga is typically not that kind of song producer. He's not going to be metal, at least as far as I'm aware. This album isn't going to be a metal album. But it's going to start with the song LoSeR. Now, the whole project is about 50 minutes long. It's quite a long project, so I'm going to be maybe listening through, but I'll cut to the parts where I'm saying stuff so that you guys don't get bored of watching me sitting here just listening. We'll get to the good stuff, really, shall we? Okay, let's start with the first song. It's called LoSeR.
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 Love it.
LoSeR.
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 What if I am? What if I'm not? Do I give a damn? Or do I not? All these illusions
Look at the synth in the
create
background.
these confusions. I mess around. Would my parents be? It's just a movie. Life ain't like the movies. It's just a movie. Life ain't like the movies.
Nice, easy little sentimental thing. Not sentimental. Nice, easy message to get across there. Cool. I'm liking the inclusion of the synth work there in the background. Okay, this one is I'm a Piece of SHIT. Revised. Revised. This is a song he's already done.
I'm a piece of shit, and I know it. I'm a narcissist, only think of me.
Oh yeah, there was a single recently actually of the same name. So this is like the updated version.
And these are all things I could never
That single was
say
released in September.
to all my friends and neighbors. Build.
I'm starting to get maybe a theme to this album. I don't know if it'll carry on, but sort of a theme of not being good enough is what I'm feeling from these first two songs anyway.
Have you ever asked yourself why I'm always overwhelmed? How did I end up here?
It was nice. Very self-detrimental, I think is maybe the word Samuel appears to be at the moment. Okay, this is Everyone and Everything.
I'm so tired of losing everyone and everything.
That's
I
sad.
just lost my dad and my best friend.
Okay, that sucks.
I said goodbye, and now it begins. I never thought that it would end, but it did.
This is really heartbreaking.
Everyone and everything. I'm so tired of losing.
You could really hear the emotion in his voice.
Yeah.
So we're getting themes of things not being good enough, losing things. Just like really sucky things. The next song's called Broadcast, B-I-T-C-H.
It's a beautiful day to be a broke ass bitch. And what can I say when I ain't got shit? Ain't got no money to put in for gas. Gonna have to start selling my own little ass.
Different elements in this song. Samuel, send me some of your songs. I want to add drums to them. I think some songs could really do with some drums. This as well. This has got good beat to it. I should add it.
It's a beautiful day.
But like proper acoustic drums.
To be a broke ass bitch.
Okay, this is dying. There's so much negativity so far in this album. Not saying like, oh, you're being so negative. It's just, it is a quite negative album in terms of topics.
Like, where would I go when I'm dead? Who would I see in my head? Amplify the feelings of trying to find a reason to stay, to make it all go away. How much worse can it get?
I'm going to be like
When my own
finishing this album feeling like I'm just like in an existential crisis or something, because there's so much heartbreak in here.
You won't have me around, but at least I'll know
What's interesting is
you'll have a roof over your head.
the
How
listener
much worse can it get?
these kinds of songs will catch you when you're at a certain point in your life. There's an album I
How
absolutely
much
adore
worse can it get?
that I wasn't ready for because it was a sad album and I was in a good time in my life. That I
How much
revisited when I was
worse
finding
can
things
it
hard,
get?
and it helped me. This album feels like that. There's a lot of like worry and anxiety and issues and thoughts and feelings here, and we're only 5 songs in, so you know this could change.
It's kind of ridiculous how much
Didn't need to introduce that song.
I gotta pay at the first of the month. Too many bills, but not enough stream from my pocket to my savings. Looks like I took out a loan to pay my bills and pay off another loan. I bought some cheap groceries, not that name brand shit that you eat. Can you give me some room?
With the late charge of $19.99, but don't worry, the late charge is already included. How would you like to get this account current today, sir?
God, yeah.
I'm glad I met you.
So much problem with money in the world right now.
Business, and I've got a partner,
We're feeling it.
and I've got things a certain way, and that's it.
Seems like yesterday I was a calm man running, but I cannot stay. I got a feeling I won't be healing till I pray. And I got much to do, but a little bit of time, it's all up to you. How you feeling? You won't be healing anyway. Surprise
I
time,
think it's a flute
I've
sound.
been fooling me. Maybe all this time I've been fooling me.
Being
'Cause
like
I'm a con man.
a con man, conning yourself into being who you truly are.
I'm a con man. I do it again. I do it again. I do it again. I'm
yeah, having to pretend to be a certain way when you're not feeling that way is hard. I have to say, to put all this down into songs, Samuel, has probably been very helpful for you. This is Debt Consolidation. Liking the plucked staccato guitar notes.
Debt consolidation. You see, I didn't have a choice. In a way, I lost my voice, screaming at the top of my lungs. Going broke ain't no fun. Gotta do what you do just to make it on through.
Sounds like sounds going through some money problems. I feel you.
Where
That's
the bad guys are losing.
you got to put yourself on Fiverr, man. It's all your services. That's how I'm getting through. Just about.
Last year, I'm long away from
Big cost of living crisis where I am.
Last month, I'm long away. Can't buy shit I want. Another lease broke.
It's the real feelings of like, I can see why this is called loser. Feeling like a loser because you can't support people, you can't buy the things you want to do, you can't have any luxuries.
As the bills come in, I lost my job. Can't believe the shit I'm in. I need a miracle.
So guys, I think should go and stream this.
Need a miracle.
I'd support Samuel in some way.
I need a miracle. I need a miracle.
Like in the kind of 80s synth going on here.
Need a miracle.
Okay, we've got a feature here. Fuhabi probably. Sorry if I said that wrong. This is the American Dream.
Let's forget our problems, live it up for the night. Get a bottle of whiskey and end it on a high. Our lives are perfect, all our debts are paid, but we got the money. Let's go on vacay. Back to reality. It was all a dream. A letter on the door saying that we need to leave. I'm tired of people saying everyone's got problems. Well, I'm not everyone.
Well, that's it. Like you can say, like, oh, at least life's not as bad as somebody else's, but it doesn't demean your problems, you know, and it shouldn't. You still got problems. It's fine. You know, when people say first world problems, you know, you still got problems, stresses, and everything.
If this is the American dream, then I wanna wake up. If this is the
Like
American dream,
that line's good.
then I wanna wake up. The American dream, 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 the American dream. The American dream, the American dream, the American dream.
Not sure where the feature was, but I liked it. Right, there was Love in This House. American Dream was a
There
really
was love in
good
this house.
song. American Dream had really good catchy chorus.
And you wouldn't blame me if I cried. There was love in this house.
Like in a natural
Couldn't
sounds in
forget
the
it
background.
if we
Birds
tried.
tweeting, dogs barking. Almost like he's sitting on like a porch step playing this.
And all the things that we dreamed that this could be all gone.
I just realised the L on the forehead for loser. I get that. Makes sense.
And all the things that we dreamed that this could be all gone. There were good times, there were bad.
Oh, Samuel, this is just too... Oh, eyes are tearing up. This is just too depressing. This whole album is so depressing. Not in a negative light at all, but for someone to listen to
I'm not afraid
for like almost
to
50 minutes.
let you
Oh.
go, 'cause I know you'll end up somewhere, and you already know how much I miss you, how much I
If
love
like
you,
whatever you're
how
going through,
much
man,
I miss
just know that
miss you, miss
I'm thinking of you.
and all the times where
And I hope you're okay.
we fell apart.
Things will be
Don't
better.
matter now.
Things will be.
With a broken heart, I look at pictures.
Keep doing this.
where
Keep
you
talking about your
held
problems.
me,
Keep
and I
singing
cried,
about your
'cause
problems.
I'm not afraid.
It's called Happiness. And I can imagine it's not going to be about that.
And I wake up to find happiness as I lay down next to my wife. She's so beautiful and sweet. God gave a miracle to me.
Okay, this is gorgeous.
How can I give her more?
I mean,
More is
remember,
what she
it's a
deserves.
societal pressure of males to feel like they need to give more and more to their families and
Up
wives.
to me,
You're a unit. All of you should be involved.
I'd give her more than the world.
That male responsibility leads to high suicide rates in
I know
males.
we're lost, just trying to find our way.
Feel like you need to be a provider. No, you need to be a husband, or
And
first
I
and
will take it
foremost.
all so you don't feel this way. 'Cause that's how much I love you every single day. 'Cause that's how much I love you every single day.
Okay, I think this is my favourite of the album. Oh, we got a MIDI choir. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that MIDI choir. Like, maybe you could have got your wife in to sing this bit, going, "Ah," or me. That would have been weird if it was me. I hope I see you in heaven.
After everything we've been through, all the stress and all the lies,
What I'd love to do for Samuel Colunga is take some of like his best songs and create an album, make it really well produced, add other instrumentation, acoustic drums, and happily and freely produce it, just to make it like a wonderful kind of little EP. I'd be so down for that.
in heaven,
All I'd need is the stems of your recording. I can just have free reign to add to it, to harmonise with it. I think that's what's missing from some of these songs. Is I know it's very raw and acoustic and the voice and some, just a quite synth, but
everything's
I
alright.
think it's missing the harmonies. Let's make it big. Let's turn some of these into big, fully fleshed songs too. Because I just want to hear what some of these would sound like. Like The American Dream is a perfect example of a song that could be turned into that. I liked I Hope I See You in Heaven. Sorry I talked over it.
Woke up this morning,
Okay.
saw my car missing.
Vocals sound different. They're tonally different. Must have been recorded through something else. I think by this point I've heard a lot of the slow acoustic songs, and I'm feeling the fatigue as we're coming towards the end.
And it ruined my day.
Yeah, I think if I'd heard this at the beginning of this album journey, I'd be like, oh yeah, this sounds nice and everything, and I'd enjoy it. But there's a lot of slow things in this album, so at this point I'm feeling the fatigue a bit, which is not. They're not allowing these songs at the end to shine as brightly as they could do. Maybe this project could have been cut down a little, and some of these could have been on a second project, a part 2, or just something to make the listener, it's 50 minutes, 25 minutes an album, brilliant.
This is not where we'll always be.
This is bOrN.
This is something my parents always said to me. I have gotten older, and soon death will be.
I love this. Samuel always likes to put like family recordings and vocal recordings into his songs. It's a nice little thing to do. Okay, wow. Samuel Colunga, this is like the most heartbreaking album I've heard from this artist. Must be going through some hard times. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling so sorry for you. I have so much pity. I am now a wreck, and I'm sure after singing some of these songs you were too, and listening to them back. I hope you're okay, first and foremost. Now, if I had to rate this album, I would say that all the songs are beautiful. Can be quite slow because of the place you're in. It's more emotional kind of songs. They're upbeat, happy, that kind of style. I like the inclusion of the synth work. I feel it's nice to see Samuel Colunga go forward and press on doing some different things within his music, which is great. I still want to hear some of these songs as fully fledged things, but that's the producer in me. So it's quiet, it's raw, it's emotional, lyrically incredibly strong because of everything that he's going through. When you're an artist like that, you're singing from the heart. I would say the album itself is a little bit long, and I felt the fatigue towards the end, and at that point I was like so sort of down and depressed from all the topics that it was kind of harder and harder to listen to the more it went on. Depends on the place I'm in. I'm in quite a positive place in my life right now, so to come and listen to this would be a vastly different experience if I was having a harder time and I could relate with this, and maybe it would help. But all that being said, I still think this is a 7, maybe 8 out of 10 album. The only thing that is holding it back is the pacing. It is rather slow, and the emotion. Now, an album should go through a journey, going through emotional to upbeat. It should be a little bit like a roller coaster going up and down. This feels like an all down kind of roller coaster. Say that, but probably not even a roller coaster. They're too fast. It's a slow, gradual descent. That's what the album feels like. And it is beautiful and so important for artists to put to pen, to paper, to song how they're feeling, especially for men. And we should all be doing it. And this is a heartbreaking project. But I can see why there's so many songs, because when you're in that state, sometimes the only way you can express yourself is by creating music, and it's the only way that helps you through tough times. And that's what it feels like to me. Now, I could be completely wrong, and Samuel Colunga is absolutely fine and enjoying life, and he's enjoying life because he's making these sad songs. He can go out into the world and enjoy life. A bit like, as he noted in Con Man, you know, being able to just be okay, but then hold it in and then release it through song. It is a little healthy because you're expressing yourself. But I think being your true self in all cases is very important to talk to people. For your, you know, the people around you, your family, your friends in your life, to see almost what you're going through and can help, you know, and to discuss it and talk, it just makes you feel better anyway. And I'm a big believer in also not wholly involving children in it completely, but letting them know that you're having a hard time, that you're struggling, and a little bit of help would be great. I hope you can hear there's a helicopter going overhead, so there might be a bit of background noise. But yeah, Samuel Colunga, if you like what you heard, please do add that to your streaming services. I will also let you know that Samuel has some beautiful, more upbeat projects as well. So if it wasn't for you and you feel like you need something that's more of a pick-me-up and you liked his tone and his style of playing, there are other albums that imbue that positivity. And he definitely is one of the standout independent artists for me since I've started reacting and listening to independent music on this channel. He's definitely one of those that stood out for me and has stood the course and is interesting, and I'm always there for anything he does. So yeah, he's not really an artist to have many like socials, so it can be quite hard to know when something new drops unless you're revisiting and paying attention to his musical page, which is why I like doing these, because it just gets him out there a bit more and makes some people aware of him. So yeah, please do listen to more Samuel Colunga and support him, because he needs it. Not needs it as in, oh, I really need support, but I believe all independent artists need it. He deserves it, I think, is what I should have said. So yeah, in a world where everyone wants to be heard and no one's doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. Goodbye, I guess.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.